Un saluto a chi ci sta guardando in video sui nostri canali social, Facebook, Instagram e su radionumber1.it. Saluto Andrea Ferrari. Ciao Andrea, ben trovato.
Ciao Guglielmo, buongiorno a tutti.
Buongiorno, buonasera, a seconda dell'orario.
Buongiorno.
Alla voce di LP, the beautiful voice of LP. Welcome here on Radio Number One. Ciao,
What's up,
LP.
man?
LP.
How's it going? Ciao. How you doing?
Ciao.
Fine, thanks. We are really grateful. It's a pleasure to have you here right now, just because Radio Number One in Italy play a lot of your music. Suoniamo un sacco di tue canzoni. It's
Thank
a
you
pleasure.
so much.
And we are ready to talk about your new projects here after the beginnings with Lost on You 5 years ago. It was a huge hit in the Italian summer, un grande successo per Lost on You nel 2016, e adesso ti ritroviamo con un nuovo album. Parleremo di churches. We will talk about churches during this interview. We will talk about right now your journey, your life journey in the music field. We talk about churches, your new album. It's something, a little piece of your music, of your life and music journey, un piccolo pezzo della tua vita, del tuo percorso musicale, il nuovo album, Churches.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely my life in the last 2.5, 3 years, and it's cool. I mean, I like the fact that it's pre-pandemic and during pandemic, like, so you kind of get both those angles a bit, I mean, I went through a lot of stuff. I broke up with, another breakup, that endless stream of breakups. And, and I went through what we all went through, to an extent, I mean, not, I was spared some of the real, tragedy of this whole event, but I was watching like everyone else, and absorbing it all, and really I think that it's never been a more inspiring time to be alive, even though when we say inspiring, we sometimes it has a positive connotation, but it's we've never been more connected as a planet. I mean, we're very separated too, but I just couldn't believe, like, I don't know. I think I'm a fairly empathetic person, but like, I had so much more empathy for, like, the world around me through all of this. So I don't know, I was feeling a lot during this record.
Ok, quindi il percorso di LP in questo album è un pezzettino della sua vita, c'è un prima e un dopo anche nella composizione di questo album. Ci sono gli ultimi 2 anni, certamente la situazione che abbiamo vissuto, i cambiamenti che ci sono stati, un momento, nonostante lei ci tenga a rimarcare la sua forte empatia, il suo provare a mettersi nei panni degli altri, un periodo comunque di ispirazione vissuto in questi 2 anni, nonostante tutto quello che c'era fuori, paradossalmente forse è servito anche per scrivere, per comporre nuova musica, tenendo ben presente appunto che insomma stavamo vivendo tutti una situazione difficile. Andrea.
Sì, io vorrei parlare con LP di Poem, perché è l'ultima canzone di questo disco, e il testo un po' ripercorre anche i titoli di tutti gli altri brani, anche un po' quello che viene raccontato. E vorrei soffermarmi anche sulle ultime parole, che sono "You are my church and it all begins when we touch", e mi sembra che queste frasi possano racchiudere l'essenza di questo tuo nuovo progetto. Let's talk about Poem, because which is the last song of the album. You mentioned some of the titles of the tracks of this project, and for example, "You are my church and it all begins when we touch." I think these few words enclose the essence of the whole project. Do you agree?
Thank you. Yes, I do actually. It was quite a moment that when that, I had idea to do that like a couple of months beforehand. I was telling Mike Del Rio about it, the producer record. Yeah, I didn't try to do it on the spot. And then the last night, I was putting down some the final vocals for the song Churches, and we were closing up the record the next day, and I don't know, the whole the whole thing just popped out, and I was like, I remember, and Mike and I were just like, whoa, weird, like, I don't know, and it was very late. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you could tell my voice, and yeah, no, it was like was kind of like indicative of this whole record. I felt like because lyrically, I feel like this record um, was another level for me. You know, I feel like I know lyrically things are just very, very like accessible in my head. You know, and then the poem like slipping out like that just like was so um, you know so perfect and you know such a perfect ending for me. It helped. It like kind of put it to bed, you know. It was like it was wild. It was so satisfying, you know, and yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed making this record, you know, when I think about all the stages and you know, just like even a track like One Last Time that like kind of traveled the world with us, you know. It's like Alex and Alex Feder, my guitar player, first time he's written with us. Mike and I were in Greece after a tour and we started it there and then it went to Cabo San Jose at the end of 2019, and then it was in LA with me during the pandemic, and all these feelings were coming, you know, and I was watching people say goodbye to their loved ones over FaceTime and stuff like this, and it just, you know, so I don't know, I just like, I just feel like this, my life is so infused into this record, you know.
Beh, allora, se non sbaglio, Guglielmo comunque
Cioè,
LP dice che l'ultima canzone era quella che ha registrato in un momento particolare, è piaciuta moltissimo ai suoi colleghi, era la chiusura perfetta per questo disco, era una chiusura anche perché i suoi colleghi, comunque tutti quelli che hanno lavorato insieme a lei comunque sono rimasti anche un po' estasiati da questa chiusura, di questo percorso, perché poi ha raccontato che il progetto è nato negli anni anche della pandemia e quindi diciamo che proprio racchiudeva, come aveva detto anche all'inizio, un po' questo periodo particolare della sua vita.
okay, so LP, we are
I'm
going,
sorry, I
yeah,
talked too
yeah.
long.
You know, it's like sometimes I'm too loud when I talk, like an Italian man usually do. Okay, mi piace tanto parlare ad
Yeah.
alta voce come tutti gli italiani.
Do you have
So
children? Do you have kids yet?
no, no,
No.
no, no, no. Right
When you
now,
do have
no. No.
when you have kids, they're gonna be like, Dad, why are you shouting? That's what I
Maybe in
feel
the
like that's like
future. Right
Italian
now,
kids
no.
all over the place. Yeah, it's just like, why, Dad, you're shouting. Why?
Perché urli?
That's
Ah,
that.
it's something I usually tell to my father. Okay, what are you? Okay.
Exactly.
Perché urli?
Exactly. It's
No,
like
perché
it's
tutti i
passed
genitori.
down just
Yes.
generations. It's an Italian American thing too.
Ok, ok, perfetto. Quindi stiamo
Okay.
parlando un po' di luoghi comuni, di italiani che urlano, di madri e padri che urlano contro i bambini
Esatto.
e i bambini che
E
dicono papà,
viceversa, e
mamma, esatto,
viceversa.
perché urli troppo. So, your song are huge hits, huge, usually big, huge hits in Italy. So you were the first, the main female artist, the most played artist in 2 years ago in Italy with Girls Go Wild. So how do you feel when you hear a song on the radio? It's something strange after, is it something that do you feel strange after many years? It's an emotion every time. So
I mean, it's just always a thrill to have a hit anything, you know. Yeah, I mean it's beautiful. I mean, I try not to focus on that, you know, so I'm not like missing it when it's not there, you know. But but I love it, you know. Obviously, I mean, I'm always you know, I'm always trying to just reach as many people as I can with any song, you know. I mean, and then you know, but once it's out, I can't think about it. You know, expectations are the enemy, as you know, in life in general. You know, it's like you don't even want to have them in the morning when you wake up. You know, like oh, this is gonna be the best coffee I've ever had. It's not.
oh,
Where you been?
oh,
No.
beautiful,
Oh.
beautiful. So
Nice.
we expect you in Italy to have a coffee together in the
Esatto.
future,
I would love
ok? Ti
that.
aspettiamo
Well,
in
I
Italia
drink
per
way too
questo.
much coffee when I'm there. I'm just like,
Ah,
woo!
ok, me too. 5 coffee a day, ok? 5
That's why
caffè
you're
al giorno.
shouting.
Vabbè. Ah, yeah. You understand me,
Oh
girl?
yeah, I
Ok,
do. I do.
perfetto.
Sì.
Quindi, canzoni alla radio,
Yeah.
un'emozione ogni volta. Abbiamo parlato perché il P è stata nel 2019 l'artista più suonata dalle radio in Italia e continua questo successo con piacere. E per concludere parliamo tra l'altro non di musica alla radio, ma di musica live. So, Andrea, let's talk about your future tour around Europe.
Mi sembrava un perfetto assist perché parlavamo di Italia, del caffè, eccetera, il migliore che abbia mai bevuto naturalmente. Comunque volevamo chiedere a LP qual è il suo rapporto con l'Italia naturalmente e poi anche quanto è contenta comunque di tornarci a marzo per il suo live del tour mondiale. How is your relationship with Italy and are you happy to be back here on March for one of the concerts of your international tour?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Very
Yeah, I
happy,
mean, my
excited.
relationship with it. Sorry. My relationship with Italy is perfect. I mean, I love it. It's kind of wild. I mean, like, I just like, I can't. I honestly don't remember the last time I was there
Mhm.
because plus everything. Like even I was just in Mexico City. I had a show and I hadn't been there since I think November of 2019. So it was just so weird. I felt like I was like, oh yeah, I haven't been here in a year, and I hadn't been there in 2 years, which was like, wow. It's like everything, or 2.5 years. Like no, 2 years. But yeah, it's wild how everything is so long ago now. So I can't wait to get back to Italy. I'm very excited.
Ovviamente non vede l'ora di tornare in Italia. Adesso non si ricordava esattamente quale fosse l'ultima volta, probabilmente 2 anni fa, comunque prima della pandemia naturalmente, e quindi è contentissima poi di poterci tornare per esibirsi ancora in un paese che ama moltissimo.
So LP, we wait for you for a coffee together, or if you prefer,
Yes. Thanks,
a
William.
spritz during the
Spritz.
afternoon. Typical
A
Italian
spritz, and
cocktail.
yes,
Okay.
I would have a spritz with you too. I love that.
You're
Thank you
lovely.
so much.
You're lovely.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. You are. Thank you guys. Thank you for playing my music and thank you for waking me up at this ungodly hour. I appreciate it.
It's a
my
pleasure
God.
for us. It's a pleasure.
Grazie LP, è stato un
Grazie.
piacere, alla prossima.
Grazie,
Ciao.
Bye, ciao,
Grazie.
ciao.